Altså Larsen, er du i Københavnstrup?
Ja, jeg tror jeg er 8 kilometer fra dig faktisk. Jeg er inde hos min bror her.
Nå, du skal ikke ud og se sprintet her kl. 10?
Om jeg skal hvad, siger du?
Ud og se det der sprint, der kommer her kl. 10?
Nå, det starter kl. 10 eller hvad?
Ja, jeg står herude nu.
Jeg går lige på computeren nu her, og jeg skulle have tjekket, hvor det var.
Jamen, det er...
Jeg er primært ude for lige og skrive noget ind.
Det er fint. Ja, jeg hørte, du var her i går.
Om hvad for noget, siger du?
Jeg hørte, du var her i går.
Jeg boede
Jo, der var jeg faldet i søvn. Der var jeg faldet i søvn i sofaen, jeg var væk. Jeg var i koma. Men kommer der ud i dag, Lars?
Ja, det regner jeg stærkt.
Jeg står her nu. Ja, jeg skal bare lige have en god plads. Det er så fedt vejr. Det er så fedt vejr. Super fedt. Så
Jeg må se at komme ud, fordi...
du må sluge den croissant der, så kommer afsted, du.
Ja, der er ikke alt for billedet af det er, når man sidder sammen.
Det er så hyggeligt. Men Lars, giv mig et kald, når du er herude, så kan vi lige se hovedet sammen og sige hej.
Det er jo sådan, man kan sige, det gør jeg bare.
Godt, Larsen. Super, vi snakkes senere. Hej, Larsen. Hej. Generer min tilstedeværelse nu. Generer min tilstedeværelse nu. Generer min tilstedeværelse nu.
Jeg ved det ikke, men jeg kunne godt forestille mig, at man var. Ja, altså, du skal bare skrive en af dem. Det blå, der står for det. Så kan det være, at man
She comes back and takes home the silver. Olivia Piana from France takes home the gold. And it was totally on the start. I mean, the one that we talked about was Michael Booth. Chose lane way out by the boom, way to the south side of the channel, and ended up getting no man's land for the longest time there. And I think that's where he started and honestly finished. Lost the race. Let's go down your side and check in with Antoine. Oh, 9. Okay. Well, we're talking about Antoine. Antoine's down there. We got Anthony down and Antoine down on the pier. We'll be checking in with them for an introduction and athlete interviews because this sprint is a straight line. Now, let's talk about this race though, because a little bit, maybe a little confusing to some who don't really understand the sprint race. Ball starts, good point, for goal. We're swimming, you know. There's really a lot of nerves, a lot of anxiety, a lot of excitement, and Eric Tester will be the race coordinator. Race washing down on the start line now. We're actually slowing down him. We'll hear his actual commands. He wants butts on the horse, and then he'll give a command to stand up, and then there can be a number of possibilities. You know, racers can be back paddling up to the line, or they can start going forward. And ball starts totally in this. One ball start, forget about that. A second ball start, whoever says start, out. Talk about everything there, conditions, everything is set, the stage is set, Barrett Tester down on the water right now, getting ready to start the field, and ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce our first heat of the day, our first women's heat, coming to up on the water first off. Let's introduce them as they come out of the gate. Right away, there she is, the Hawaiian, Annie Rickard. She's going to be kicking things off for the ladies, so she'll take lane choice, coming back from last year's copper medal. Now, the next up, you have Jane Housen, the young girl, 15 years of age, from Team USA. She will be taking the lane choice on number 2. We've got Catherine Corza-Unity from Brazil. She'll be taking lane number 3. Sarah Gannon, going to be in lane number 4. And Hannah Lena Ka from Finland in lane number 5. We go with Laura Dalpoint from Latvia. She'll be in lane number 6. And Carrie Baker from a brand new country attitude ISA this year. Wales going to be rounding out the field there. So that is your first heat here for the ladies as we kick things off. So we'll get through all 4 heats of the ladies and then move on to the men's heats coming up. So top 2 move on to the finals. All the rest though, pack their boards and move on to hold the light. Get ready for Derek. Derek, take it away. Instructions and the official start of heat 1, round 1, or actually a semi-final top 2 for these whole dancers, which was 8 days in the final. So Derek, take it away. We're waiting for Barrett Tester. There's some very top elite athletes in this field here. And you talked about Annie Rickard. She's one to watch out for on lane number 1. First place in Maui to Molokai. Still living on the island of Hawaii. Also, we got some former windsurfers. Catherine from Denmark, the local girl. She's going to be one to watch out for there. As everybody sets up there between those 2 boats. Also out there, we got an Irish national champ from Dublin, Sarah Gannon. She's one to watch out for, the 31-year-old. Also, Laura DePaul, the Italian 2-time Italian sprint champion. So it looks like we got Barrett Tester ready to call this first heat here today, and Ryan relays up for heat number 1. You're on there. Go. Bear testers going to call them to their feet, and then we're going to kick a nice overhead view there from our drone. See all 7 competitors ready to go. And he's going to cruise back through their boat as we look for them just to kind of get things set up there. Conditions got to be perfect, though. We don't want any kind of confusion, anything like that. All 7 girls. Heat number 2 coming up. We're going to talk about some of those athletes as we bring them to the line. And there they go, right there. And there's our top out. Look at that start there by Jay Housen from California out in front. Look at her shot for CGUSA. Jay Housen, a very strong competitor. Did as well in Santa Monica, California, just a little ways ago. And she is off and running very, very well there. And here comes the young Hawaiian. Hey, River now making a little bit of this. Did you see the sprint? It was all about short stroke, in lane number 6, you got Julia Minilova from Latvia, 34-year-old Latvia SUP champ from Riga. So there it is, your intro for heat number 2. These ladies are going to slide out there. The Barrett Tester's going to call their votes. Pretty talented girls here as well. Yeah, they did. Same format.
Start on the start line, and top 2 advance into the final. We'll have an 8-lady final.
Interesting story here. Annabelle Anderson, world champ, won some of the biggest races in the world. Never has raced a sprint race.
Well, it's the first for everything, isn't it?
Yes, I guess. So there it is, your field. Let's go down and see if Barrett Tester's ready to start.
Annabelle's using the board that just arrived this, so she had to borrow a board from one of her teammates yesterday in the distance race. Now she's working with her board, and I understand her board's kind of dinged up too.
Hey, she fixed that last night with some Bondo and some super glue. Nothing like super glue, duct tape, and Bondo. We'll get it all fixed up there. So there is the field lining up there. Annabelle Anderson right dead center. Seems to be the lane choice for all the top seeds. They seem to be choosing that center lane there, Bo.
Yeah, we'll notice that, and the men are going to take a good look at the ladies in their 4 heats right here. So we're just moments away from a start.
That's the one to watch out for as we go down to Barrett Tester for the start.
Kelly French will come around for one more.
False start. Annabelle, you are charged.
False start applied to the field there, Bo. So Annabelle Anderson from New Zealand with a false start.
So the race.
So that goes to the field.
The nose of her board was creeping over. Even though the ladies weren't standing up and stroking, the nose of the board had crossed the line.
The line we're talking about, there's 2 salmon egg red buoys. That is the line from point to point there. And the 1/8 of the front nose of that board cannot protrude beyond that. So Barrett Tester is going to bring it back up for the second start. Another DQ, another false start, we go to DQ. And there's the horn right there. Clean start there. Annabelle Anderson sitting back. And look at this. A great start there by, I believe, the Brazilian Alina Detska as she's charged Africa, the third.
But here comes Annabelle.
Cart. Everything like she's out there. Come on. And Bo, look at this right here. A huge move being made by the outside. Annabelle Anderson choked down, trying to pull every bit of water she can to make up that ground. She's coming back from like a 3-board length deficit there.
And she's still in 3rd place, Drew. And there's the finish. So this inside lane had the track.
And there it is. Annabelle Anderson unofficially not going to make that final after taking home the gold yesterday in the distance race. So let's take a look at your finishers there. Unofficially, as there they are, paddling it all out. That's paddler number 70.
170. Trying to get, let's see, I've got our numbers from yesterday, and that's what we're
And she is stoked. Team Brazil is what it is. So that's Aline Adinska, the 2-time national SUP and sprint champ from Sao Paulo, the 26-year-old, going to take it home right there. So she's going to move on to the final as we're waiting for the official announcement for the 2nd place finisher. But the story there, Annabelle with just a poor start. You saw how important that start is, Bo. Very, very important.
Let's go Pierce side with Anthony Villa. Take it away, Avi.
So I'm here with Aline Adisaka, who will be surfing. She's mostly a surfer, but did the sprints today, and you won your heat, Aline. How do you feel representing your country in racing?
I'm so proud to be representing my country, my family, my friends. It was really hard to get here, so a lot of friends contributed me to be here. So thanks God, because if he wasn't God, I wouldn't be here. So God bless you all.
And you want to say something back to your fans at home in Portuguese?
Galera, muito obrigada a todo mundo que me ajudou a estar aqui. Tem mais um ainda, né? Então, vambora. Obrigada de coração. Deus abençoe a todos vocês. Valeu, família.
There you have it. Aline Arisaka, first place, heat number 2. Back up to you guys.
And congratulations to Aline from Brazil. Moving on to that final this afternoon. Let's look at heat number 3 coming up as the ladies are staged and ready to roll. Heat number 3, pretty phenomenal heat here as well, as the Brazilians knocking them all out as we go down with Barrett ready to load them in. Let's load them in. In lane number 1 with lane number 1 lane choice, it's Amandine Chaza from France, the 26-year-old 2015-2016 French champion, all the way from France. In second lane choice today, going to be Yuka Sato from Japan, the 32-year-old from Tokyo. In lane number 3, choosing lane choice number 3, we have Margareta Enstrom from Sweden, the 36-year-old, going to be coming in with 3rd position here today. With 4th position of choice, it is Erica Benitez from Mexico. Paddling for the Mexican team, coming out of Laguna Beach, California. The 5th seed in this heat, Verida Thomas, all the way from the Channel Islands, the 34-year-old living in Jersey. And with 6th choice here today, we got Petrola van Malsen from the Netherlands, one of the older competitors in our sprints, 46 years of age, from Beverwijk.
Okay, so lane choice, valuable. You saw Annabelle Anderson, the gold medal winner yesterday, already out for the final today.
And let's go down to Barrett to make the call of heat number 3. And the girls are up. And there's the horn right there. As there goes our ladies charging out, and nice start here, Bo. Nice fair start. Good race. All the competitors kind of lined up perfectly there.
And again, the inside lane getting the better start.
Inside lane on the starboard there. There it is, charging out hot and heavy is that young lady. And like you said, lane choice really proven to be crucial here, as this could be one of our tightest races of today.
You're seeing short sprint strokes, you're seeing long strokes. These girls are mixing it up.
There's Erica Benitez on the left side of your screen from Team Mexico. Charging hard, great sprinter. We saw her perform very well in the PPGs in California, and she's performing well here for Team Mexico. But on the outside, that is the race right there. As we thought the inside was lane choice, now these two ladies are making it look good from the outside.
Expect the unexpected, Drew.
That's what it's all about here, and trying to hard to tell from that vantage point right there is 54 seconds, so very fast heat here as these two coming charging through. And there it is, finishing out right under 1 minute unofficially in that heat. We'll have the official results as we get them, but boy oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing it live here. Heat 3 with one more heat to come up, and the next 2 moving on to that final here this afternoon, Bo.
Fast and furious, I love it.
And there's a look at one of our qualifying competitors right there, rider number 170, Erica Benitez on your left. 170, I believe, is...
on boards at the start line, or knees, both knees need to be down, and you cannot come up until the command is given. The command is racers to the line. Okay, I will say ready. That just let you know that we're about to start. That is not your command. But
as we look at our competitor 179, stand corrected.
And await the start command. Please keep your noses behind the start line. Thank you.
What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Our sprints are looking fabulous. As it might have been the Channel Islands young lady there we're taking a look at right at the center of your screen. Did she move on? That's going to be the question here coming up of wow, as she paddles over. And we're going to bring on our 4th and final heat in this ladies semifinals there. Anybody have a number, know who that paddling is?
So the girls from the last heat coming back in. We're going to take a short, quick interview. We'll throw it down to Anne-Fleur. And if you can get our winner.
Yeah, I'm just with Amandine. You just crossed that line. Congratulations. Was there a tactic between choosing the outside line versus the inside line?
Well, we must not talk about tactics before the final. But of course, it's important in sprint to be able to paddle your best way, and when everybody is cross, it's very hard. So, yeah, I choose it, but maybe for the final I will do another thing.
Well done. At the end, like, what's the trick to know exactly when you had the other girls on this side? Do you actually keep that in mind? Do you see that in your eye, or do you just go for yourself as fast as possible, as if you're alone?
No, I saw there Erika just at my right, and this was really pushing me because I knew that I had to do a good race. So I think she's very strong too, and the final will be very great.
And Team France is doing really well. Is that motivating you guys, Team France in strength?
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday for the long distance it was very important. Today it's shorter, but everybody's here, so it's for sure it's good to have them.
Well, congrats on that first heat, and go Team France.
There you have it. France got to be stoked with her. I actually walked to the venue today with her boyfriend, who said, watch out for her. She's going to put on a good show today. So Amadine from France moving on to that final coming up this afternoon. Looks like her and Erica Benitez. And let's talk about heat number 4. There it is on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, our 4th and final heat. Top 2 moving on to the finals here today. And let's bring them up one by one. Make some noise for your country. And first lane choice today will be Belinda Stoll-Brett from Team Australia. Interesting story here. The 46-year-old from Perth, Australia. One of the older competitors for Team Australia, but definitely a great sprinter. In the second line choice, we got Natalia Zabaleta from Argentina, the 36-year-old from Bariloche, Argentina. She's going to be there with second lane choice here today. At the third lane choice, we have Jenna Flinkman from Canada, the 30-year-old from Edmonton, Canada. She will have lane choice number 3. In fourth lane choice, we have Monka Notor from Slovenia, the 21-year-old who actually got the bronze medal in Fiji just 1 year ago. With fifth position choice, we have Laura Bartel, also competing for Team Austria. The 16-year-old finished 7th in the Euro Tour, a very strong competitor as well. And rounding out this field in this fourth and final heat, we have with sixth lane choice, Edmar Luke from Venezuela, 37-year-old from Caracas. So there it is, a very, very, very it's an exciting heat here, Bo, as you have a past bronze medalist and you have one of the top sprinters for Team Australia.
Okay, well, top 2 will advance into the final. Let's throw it down to Barrett Tester for the start of this race. Take it away, Barrett.
Yes, we're ready.
All right, ladies, ready, back up. Slovenia, you are on cross line, you need to back up. Slovenia, back up.
And you see Barrett getting everybody under control there.
The racers to the line.
And there's the sound of the horn there. Monka Notar from Slovenia with a great start on the lower part of your screen there. White headband charging hard on that Nash. Look at that start, Bo Hodge. Wow.
Yeah, she was actually creeping prior to the start of this race, but she got a good, clean start.
So Monka looking very, very strong, past bronze medalist, and now the battle of the race seems to be for the silver, or for the second position, as all these athletes tried, but it looks like we only 2-woman race here, Bo, going into the final 100 meters.
Yeah, they're halfway through this race, and on the inside, it looks like a good lane choice.
Good lane choice on the inside. There's the head-on view right there. There it is, Monka Notar on the left-hand side, coming hot and heavy into the final 20 or 30 meters here for Slovenia, all the way from Ljubljana. So nice little presentation by her. I don't think she finished as well as she wanted to in the distance, but sprinting is her thing, and she's been focusing a lot of time on the university studies, so it's good to see her out here charging once again. And ladies and gentlemen, there she is. Moving on, coming across the finish line. So Monka will move on to that final. Now looking at second place right behind her as just about 112. We see a very, very happy, bright smile on her. We'll figure out unofficially, we didn't see it on the screen there, who will move on to the second position. So we will get that official announcement. So all the women's heats are in the books. Shaked out a little bit different there, Bo, than we probably would have expected.
Okay, so the men have watched the women. They've digested the strategies. We've seen lane choices middle, inside, outside. Winners coming from everywhere.
And that's the thing. You saw yesterday's gold medalist in the distance, Annabelle Anderson getting knocked out. There's Mansa right there, super excited. As well, I'm sure we'll catch up with a few words, but that is true. I mean, we saw the inside lane work well in some occasions, and the outside lane work well in some occasion. Let's go down to Ann Floor right now with our winner in that heat.
I was watching you on this race. You were parallel, and how many change of paddle did you do?
I think like 2. Yeah.
Is that your sprint tactic?
Not really. I just paddle, I feel, one time on one side and the other time on the other side.
Why do you choose to be parallel?
Sorry?
Why do you choose to stay parallel and not staggered?
I don't know, it just feels comfortable.
Okay, how happy to be done with heat number 1?
Yeah, I'm happy, and now I'll get some rest and ready for the final.
All right, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And there she was, Mansa, no talk.
Africa advanced out of heat number 2. Looked like Amadine Shazat from France and Erica Benitez from Mexico in heat number 3. And Matka Notar from Slovenia. We're trying to make out who was second place in that last qualifying heat to make our 8-lady final.
There's a shot of the venue right there, Bo. We've been in some pretty magical areas here in Copenhagen over the last couple days. And this will be the last day of competition here before we move on to a little small place called Cold Hawaii.
Yeah, off day tomorrow. Don't forget the award ceremonies. Getting ready for that later on this afternoon. Off day tomorrow, then the SUP surfing and the SUP technical and the relay races coming up Tuesday through Sunday. And Drew, I think we're getting ready for heat 1, round 1 for the men's sprints.
Yes, men's sprints getting on the water right now as you take a look at some of the magical architecture here in Copenhagen. Men's first heat, Bo. This could be a final. We talked about it all day. Look at that lineup right there.
Why are these paddlers seated in this heat? Due to the placing of their country from last year's event in Fiji.
Let's bring them up one by one with the top seed this year in the heat number 1. Let's hear it from Team Hawaii. Connor Baxter, silver medalist yesterday in the SUP distance, a 22-year-old from Maui. With second lane choice, the 21-year-old from Team USA, the 2016 ISA SUP Racing gold medalist, and also finished in one of the top, I think he was second, got a silver medal in the ISA sprints last year, Slater Trout. In lane number 3, Arthur Arutkin. Arthur Arutkin got the copper medal last year in the sprint racing. He's 23 years of age. Also a 2-time SUP surfing champ from Rio de Janeiro. Oh, my apologies. Arthur Santa Cruz. My apologies. In 4th lane choice, the local, the legend here in Denmark, the 21-year-old, 3-time gold medalist here at the ISAs from Kitzbühel, Kasper Steinfeth. With 5th lane choice, the 20-year-old from the Czech Republic. Let's hear it for Thomas Vanek. With 6th lane choice, from Hong Kong, the 35-year-old Brian Ng Yu Fong. With 7th lane position, Ricardo Haverschmidt from the Netherlands, the 46-year-old coming in this field as well. 8th lane position, we have Nikos Sirgis, the 29-year-old from Great Britain. This also competed in Athens, very, very phenomenal athlete in his home country. And rounding out the top of this field, we have Amanid Bouznig from the 33-year-old from Morocco, the only competitor from Morocco, only one of 2 actually, out there competing here in Copenhagen, calls Copenhagen home to this day. So there it is, the top athletes in this heat number 1. Top 2 move on, and like you said, Bo, there is some strong talent in this field.
Wow, you've got a gold and silver medalist from last year in this first heat with Kasper and Slater, and of course Connor. You can see Connor, he's more towards the outside, Kasper more on the inside, so It's going to be exciting start, and let's throw it down to Barrett Tester.
Oh, look at that. Connor Baxter creeped at the perfect time. And Casper Steinfeld on the Nash also with a great start. Team Denmark rooting Casper on right there. Casper right in the middle of the pack. Connor Baxter to the outside, but look at the move right on the inside. That is the fun. Look at this race right here, Bo. This is what we talked about all along, how tight this 200 meters could be.
Oh, my God. Hang on to your hats.
Slater Trout also in the mix here as we take a look at him coming head on. Connor, there it is. Casper Steinfeld taking a look over his right-hand shoulder with the hat backwards for Team Denmark. He's been preparing for this sprint race. He didn't compete in the distance race yesterday. He wanted the sprints, and he's out there trying to make it in the top two.
Halfway through, Drew. Here we go.
Connor Baxter on the inside, the bottom of your screen. Casper Steinfeld just above him, and Slater Trout also making a move there. But there is the one that we're done to talk about right there. I'm trying to make out who that is. The Starboard and the Infinity. And Casper trying to make a move to the inside right now, trying to move past him. Casper catching a little bit of side shot there.
And
it looks like he did. Oh, there it is.
Throws the paddle, number 230. And look, these guys are exhausted.
And I believe that was the Brazilian, Arthur Santa Cruz from Brazil, the 23-year-old, taking the overall in that heat. So Team Brazil and Team Denmark.
Well, you know, it might be a photo finish here between Casper and Connor. But how about Arthur from Brazil? I mean, he had the start. He set the pace, and he had the inside lane.
Team Brazil with a great start there. We saw Connor Baxter had a good start as well, but Connor Baxter, one of the top SUP athletes in the world, might be out of this contest.
Unbelievable. We saw Casper in the middle. He had a poor start. He had to play catch up, and he saved everything for the end. So we're going to take it down to, you know, the crew down there to see who was actually, and let's watch a replay.
There it is, the Brazilian out in front there with the green stripes on his board as he's trying to start. But look at Casper Steinfeld really turn it on right here hard on the right-hand stroke. You see Casper really trying to make the stride here, and it comes down right to the line, edging out. I believe that's the athlete from the Czech Republic. As he dives to the end, it's going to be close, but the Brazilian's very stoked on that performance there, Bo.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's sprint racing, ladies and gentlemen, as there's a look at Casper Steinfeld from Denmark. He's breathing a little hard. I think he thought that was a little tougher than he thought it was going to be. But going into that heat, he knew it was going to be tough.
Well, we knew it was tough. We saw the names of this heat, and we thought, wow, this could be a final. And this is just heat 1, round 1.
As he takes a little water there, well, sure we'll catch up with an interview with him here in just a moment. But ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 more exciting heats like that coming up, so you don't want to turn away. Call your friends, message them. Jump on our social media handles here at the ISA and follow all the action live at isaworlds.com. And we got down on the pier side there, we got Anthony Vela and Ann Flores with both of our qualifiers. Back to you guys.
We're here with Tuca from Brazil, winning heat number 1 for the men. We saw Aline Arisaka winning her heat. How does it feel to beat Casper Steinfeld and the rest of the crew in heat number 1?
I have never imagined that something like that could happen, but I was just training about that. Yesterday I didn't have a really good result, but I know that was my focus on 200 meters, and I'm really proud of myself doing something like that. And thank you all the Brazilians for the cheers, and thank you everyone.
One thing about Brazil, they're exciting people, aren't they, Bo?
Oh, they love their ocean sports.
Hey, if you're gonna party with any one of these athletes, you want to party with the Brazilians. So let's go down to an interview with Casper Steinfeld from his hometown right here in Denmark.
So we're down here with Casper Steinfeld. Casper, I saw you late last night training, early this morning. So how did it feel to make that comeback? And we still have to look at the tape, but how was that race for you?
This was the heat of death. I think we can all agree on that. There's so many top names in the draw, especially with Connor and Slater, 2 of the fastest sprinters in the world. And hey, now Arthur's on the scene as well. This is unbelievable, and so thankful for all the people standing here cheering. I don't know what happened in the race. I hope I made it, but I was nuts for sure.
Well, awesome. Thanks for having us here, and we'll look forward to seeing the replay and back up to you guys in the booth.
Hey, thank you, AV. That's Casper Steinfeld, the vice president of the ISA, out there competing. Very thankful for all the competitors. Look at the support he's got out there, Bo.
Truly amazing.
We'll get down to the fun. Remember, all results are unofficial until our race judges, and there are 8 of them.
Yeah,
they're
shocking.
all looking at it. They got video on both ends of the finish line there, making sure everything is accurate. We want to make sure only the top athletes move on to that final heat. Since there is no semifinals, there is no repecharge. It is all or nothing here today. Let's get into heat number 2 as we take a look. Already lined up on the water. We're going to bring them to the line in their qualifying order with first lane choice here today from Team New Zealand, the 20-year-old from Twin Waters. We have Trevor Tunnington. In second lane choice here today from South Africa, the 30-year-old from Johannesburg. Let's hear it for Chris Koo. From Sweden, a 27-year-old, second in the ISA event in Gothenburg. Let's hear it for the 27-year-old once again, Eric Tuller. In fourth lane choice, this is an interesting story. A 42-year-old surf champion coming in from Team Ireland, Peter Kaczynski. With fifth lane choice today, the 19-year-old, the 37-year-old Francisco Hernandez. And from Poland, a 22-year-old from Dansk, Paul Lafont. So there it is, heat number 2, Bo. As we take a look at heat 1 go through this men's heat. Everything we expected and more. And like you said, unfortunately for some athletes, we saw one of the top powers of the world again falling out, Connor Baxter.
And don't forget about Slater Trout. He had a great start in that last heat. He also eliminated from heat number 1.
Slater Trout, yeah, like you said, he finished well in Fiji last year in the sprint. Spring is his thing, got the silver medal, and unfortunately will not move on in this event here in Copenhagen. There's Barrett Tester right now lining all the athletes up. You see our photo booth, our race officials, everybody working very, very hard. And you know what? We got to give a big accolade out to the lifeguards here in Copenhagen. They've been working their tails off the last couple of days.
Yeah, setting the buoys, setting the markers, working with the boat captains out here. They've been doing a great job.
So let's go down to Barrett Tester right now with the start of heat number 2 in our men's sprints. And there they are. Off and running, there it is, Tunnington to the bottom. Trevor Tunnington with a great start from Team New Zealand. And the whole field really kind of balanced it out there, Bo. As you see a couple of shots there, it seems like almost a split. Center lane and the 2 outside lanes seem to be digging hard. Look at the pull there by that particular SUP athlete. They're really hard on the left-hand stroke. You're not going to see him flop over very often there. That's Arvis Ingens from Latvia. On your screen right there is we're a little backlit in that thing with 30 seconds into this contest. Trevor Tunnington, Chris Couve from South Africa, 2 to watch out for in this contest here today. You just saw the Latvian also trying to make a move there as they charge hard right in front of this venue. Beautiful spectating venue there, 43 seconds into this 200 meters. And there it is, the final 10 meters. They're digging hard and pulling on the right-hand stroke and finishing this one out. And we'll find out who moves on to this final here today. Only 2 as they come across 59 seconds. Very impressive finish there today. It looks like paddler number 241 and 224 as they give themselves a fist bump there. They're stoked. And we'll bring them back up there. So heat number 2 very fast as well, keeping it under a minute in the time there. And Bo, as we saw there, I mean, lane choice doesn't seem to be an issue in any of these contests so far. We thought it'd be more crucial, but there's not a lot of book traffic either.
You're right about that. It's the talent in the individual. I believe that could be Trevor Tunnington.
Yeah, Tunnington, we picked him from Team New Zealand, 20-year-old. Looks like he's going to paddle into the finals as well. Look, wait for the unofficial but official results to see who was the second qualifier there in heat number 2. So these 200-meter sprints, kind of a new addition here to the ISAs. Last year was the first time we did them in Fiji. Very well received. People liked it because it was very spectator-friendly. The athletes liked it, I think, because it was over in a minute. It's like, well, get her done.
Well, you know, it's like a track and field event. Yesterday we had the marathon. Today we have the sprints.
So let's go down to interview right now with Ann.
I with Arvis, you just won that first heat. That was really impressive. Are you really familiar with with the canoe paddling part of being in flat water? Like that's a bit comparable to Copenhagen.
I spent time in 200-meter racing the last 15 years in canoe, and this was my second big race in 200 meters in SUP. That's the reason I'm very happy about getting in the finals. A little bit tired for yesterday, but happy to be here.
Are you more used to really flat water? Was this a little bit bumpy towards the end?
For me, this wasn't a flat water. I think flat water a little bit different. But nice, I can paddle, that reason it's okay. Hoping in the final do more better. Thank you.
A lot of pressure, a lot of excitement.
I'm in final, it's my best result so far. I'm happy and I do my best in final.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you.
And there was Arvis from Latvia, the 22-year-old out there taking home top honors. Very exciting for that team. Latvia, very well represented here in the ISAs in Copenhagen. He'll be moving on to that final, and Trevor Tunnington, unofficially from New Zealand, also going to move on. Let's take a look at heat number 3, already on your screen. And here is the order with some very, very good paddlers. Once again, let's bring them up one by one with first lane choice in this heat from France, the 20-year-old. Let's hear it for Arthur Arutkin. Also from Japan, looks like he's 20, but he's actually 38 and finished in the top 3, took home the the bronze medal last year in Fiji, Kenny Kaneko from Japan. The Canadian 27-year-old residing in Quebec with third lane position. Let's hear it for Anton Menyar. From Team India, an interesting story here, competing in his second ISA ever, all the way from Shamai, the 27-year-old Sikar Pachai. With fifth lane position here, another Slovenian, 39 years of age, finished first in the ISA national champion. Let's hear it for Jost Zagrist. With sixth lane position from the Channel Islands, a new team added here in the ISAs this year, a 20-year-old from Jersey, Aaron Rowe. With seventh lane choice here today, the Italian, the 30-year-old, finished first in the Paris crossing. Let's hear it for Claudio Nica. And with eighth lane choice, the 31-year-old, or excuse me, the 28-year-old from Kanawha, Carlos Gomez. And rounding out this field, a great story here, Daniel Hasalo from Hungary, his first ever ISA, finished first, took home the gold medal in the SUP distance yesterday, Bo.
Okay, Drew, let's go down Pierce side with Barrett Tester, our race official for the start of this race.
And you see Kelly French, our Beachmaster starting official, cruising across the front one more time. Just going to make sure everybody's in line here. Heat 3 in our men's 200-meter distance sprints coming up with one more heat to go, Bo. That's it.
So the final boat crossing, and we are getting ready for a start. Heat 3, round 1 of the men's sprints.
Hasulo's going to be the one to watch. Located right in the center of that field. You saw him yesterday. And I got to apology, I introduced him a little bit wrong. Daniel Hasulo, his brother Bruno finished with the gold medal. He actually took home the copper medal, so that's my bad there. But still, a top 4 finisher.
And where do you see Daniel in this field?
Right in the center there. You see him with the orange sleeve, the blue shoulder with the red lower sleeve, directly in the center of that heat. He's going to be one to watch out for, shaved head.
A bit of a boat wake, so I believe we're going to wait for this boat wake to subside. I think that's a good call there, Drew.
Arthur Arutkin on the bottom of your screen right there from France. The 20-year-old, he's going to be one to watch out for in this sprint. A very, very fine sprinter, competed all over the world.
I saw you kicking butt out there.
And you hear Barrett backing everybody up, making sure there's no false starts in this one. Nice line there. Let's throw it down to him for the start of Heat 3. And there's the sound of the horn right there. Nice clean start there. And there's Arthur Arutkin on the bottom of your screen right now with the hat back. backwards. Out with an early hole shot. Look at that shot there by Arthur.
And look at this field on the inside, tracking side by side, rail to rail.
And that's like we talked about, Hasulo in the center of that field now trying to make a move, trying to push a little bit harder. Directly in the center of your screen, now out in front by just about 1/8 of a board length. And the rest of the field now trying to catch up. Kaneko from Japan also in that mix on the left-hand side of your screen. But right now it's all Hasulo. As we take a look at the overhead with 35 seconds into this contest. Another very fast heat here, Bo.
These guys are not even done yet, and we've had a collision on the back end of the race.
Yeah, so one of the athletes, I think it was Claudio Nica, going across, all the way across lanes, which he didn't interact with anybody else, no collision, so there will be no damages there. But here they come across the finish line, and it looks like, oh, almost too close to call there, as everybody goes diving in the water. And take a look at the field all coming through. It looks like Paddler 225. Team Italy. Look
Claudio
at this. Nica. With his hand in the air.
Not official yet, buddy. That was one of the photo finishes that we talked pre-race with the race officials earlier this morning. Those top three, they're going to have to review that finish.
What a performance by Team Italy there, the 30-year-old. We talked about him coming in first in the Paris crossing, and now a big guy. Look at that. Good finish for them. So we got Team Italy unofficial. As we take a look at the replay here, Bo. And there he is on the far right hand of your screen, now centered, coming from left to right. There it is, Nica just edging him out in the last few paddle strokes there. And second place, it's gonna be almost too close to call.
Oh my God. Well, Barrett,
we're lucky we're not
talked
judges.
about this possibility of second and third just being, a centimeter away.
And the interesting thing about that one, Bo, is that the video is really going to have, we're going to have to go to video. We got video on both sides of the finish line there to really see who was the second qualifier. While they're sorting that out, we're going to go down to Anthony with an interview of our athlete moving on to the finals.
I'm here with the winner of that heat, Claudio Nica, representing Italy. How does it feel to win the heat and represent your country in this 200-meter sprint race?
Yeah, the feel is very amazing. And I'm not realized to win this heat, but this is my, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm so happy for my country and Italy. Yeah, thank you team for the...
And lots of team spirit and love. And do you want to say anything back home in Italian to your friends and family watching?
Ciao a tutti ragazzi, siamo in finale, ci vediamo alla prossima, daremo il massimo.
So all of Italy, make sure you're tuned in to the finals later on today. Back up to you guys in the booth.
Hey, AV, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, who do you think got second? Find out from the race officials. Was it Arthur Arukin? Was it Daniel Hasulo? It was too close for us to see on the screen.
Well, Daniel's right here waiting to find the official results. So Arthur Arukin actually paddled away. He's not sure. I'm thinking, yeah, Daniel, come on over. He's ready.
We'll try to get the result from the race official because on our screen, it looked like a photo finish for second.
Yeah, from down here, it was too close to call. I don't think, and the boys just have their heads down, their eyes closed. But we're here with yesterday's copper medal winner. Congratulations on yesterday. Fingers crossed for you today. What does it mean to be here at the 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships?
I don't know, it's a dream come true, and being here and knowing that my brother is world champion, and Team Hungary showing the real power that we have in paddling, it's an amazing feeling, and thank you for Denmark for making this amazing event. And this is just an epic and historical moment for the sport.
Yeah, you very well said. Now, when you came across that finish line, you paddled so fast to your brother to give him a big hug. What words did you say to him, or what kind of exchange did you guys have yesterday after the race?
I don't know, like I was a little bit behind and I saw him turning that last buoy, and he was already in front and I was in tears paddling already. It was just unbelievable what was going on, and then I was just thanking him that he made it. He made it, he worked hard, And this was history. And this was paddling stand-up paddle history.
Yep, history made here, so fingers crossed for you today. That's our copper medalist from yesterday's distance race, Daniel Hisulio. We're waiting to see if he made it in the... We're not sure yet. We're waiting to hear official results, so back up to you guys.
I think all of us are excited and sitting here in anxiousness, wanting to know who finished that. Bo, there it was.
I don't know. It could have been Arthur. Could have been Arthur.
I don't know. I think a lot of people chiming in right now for Team France, Team Hungary. We'll find out here coming up. I do not want to be official on that heat. We got the fourth and final heat on the water, ready to bring him on in as we take a look at the beautiful Opera House there. Heat number 4. And here are the lane assignments. With first position choice, we have Lincoln Dews, the 21-year-old from Team Australia. Says he's been surfing since he's 20 years of age, so he started at the age of 1. He'll be out there competing for Team Australia. With second lane choice, from Peru, the 18-year-old, the 2016 SUP Pan American champion, Itzel Delgado. Also, with third lane choice, from Argentina, we have the 32-year-old from Bariloche. Only been surfing about a year, but he's out there challenging the field here today, Christian Allemann. And with fourth lane choice, from Team Switzerland, the 30-year-old Swiss champion. Let's hear it for Andy Sawyer. At fifth lane position, from Team Mexico, the 22-year-old surfer from Sayulita, which has pumped out some amazing athletes in its day. We have Manuel Rodriguez Ladino. At the sixth lane choice here today, the Finnish are here representing with the 40-year-old, the 2015 Finnish SUP champion, Jari Lane. And from Team Germany, at seventh lane position, we have Steven Bribos. And at the eighth lane position, from Russia, the 24-year-old Andrei Kreiter. So there are your fourth and final athletes in this heat. And Bo, only 2 can move on, and now we're starting to set the field. We're still waiting on the results from that last one as we take a look at this lineup. Lincoln Dews going to be one to watch out for in this field. As you see him right in the center there, Lincoln Dews from Team Australia, the winningest team ever here at the ISA. There is Marco, our head race official. You see him there keeping track, and I would not want his job like we talked about before. This guy has been doing amazing work all week long, and his work's only beginning as we go into cold Hawaii.
Well, we're getting ready for a start. Final boat surge going across.
Barrett Tester looking at the camera, make sure everybody's lined up.
Looks like we got one board a little bit over the line. Barrett will fix that right in the middle.
8 paddlers, all ready to go. Looking at Barrett look at the lane positioning here by these athletes. Very fast time so far. As Barrett Tessa's got his bullhorn up, let's go down to the water as Kelly French gives him the last bit of direction. And there's the start of the heat there, right there, Bo. Here we go. Clean start. Everybody faring very well. And Itzel Delgado from Peru with a great start there as we take a look at the overhead view. And everybody, we got some really tight racing action here on the inside and in the middle of that field as we start to get alive just 20 seconds into this heat, Bo. Conditions, though, looking very, very nicely out there. Not a lot of boat chop, not a lot of wake. Fairly flat conditions. There's Itzel Delgado, Lincoln Dews also in that mix. You got Christian Almazade from Argentina. As they're coming now halfway through this course, 36 seconds.
One of our competitors in the back fell off his board. He's out of contention, but we've got a close race here. 2:19 coming close. 2:43.
What a race here today as they're charging hard, coming into the final 10 meters. Ladies and gentlemen, these three, it looks like the inside lane choice will have it. They're going across. There is your first qualifier. Second on third, very, very tight. Going to be separated by just a nose. And I believe that's Team Peru going to make it into the finals there. Itzel Delgado. And taking a look at 250, there is your winner in that heat.
Lincoln Dews.
Lincoln Dews, we expected that, baby. So there you have Lincoln Dews and Itzel Delgado unofficially. So qualified, team qualifiers, 1 and 2, and it looks like they'll move right in, 1 and 2, into that final. Quick work of that 200 meters, and it looked like the battle was for second and third, and it looks like Delgado edges him out. And it looks like Dews is pulling up Pierside there, and we'll find out how his 200-meter sprint went. Let's go down to the dock.
If you guys get me, with Lincoln right now, that heat was incredible. There was 2 guys that fell off the water. A lot of things happened. What was the key to win that heat? Was it concentration and just getting that stroke well all the way through the race?
Yeah, I think the 200 meters is a pretty tricky event. Being the first event, racing the 200 meter, a lot of different unknown factors in it, and I think that race I want to go out and execute my race plan and try a few things for the final. So you just can't back off any minute and just execute your own race plan, I guess.
How do you approach this competition, like with a sprint like this? Like, how do you prepare for it? What can you tell yourself in your head before the start?
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky one. I think you got to be in your own head. Like, there's so much water movement out here that you've really got to be on your game. And if you drop one stroke, that's half a board length. So you just get on the money the whole race.
Excited about those finals that are showing up?
Yeah, I'm glad I made the final. I'm stoked about that, and just got to go out there and try and improve for the next round.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we are back. Congratulations, Lincoln Dews, and another photo finish here in heat number 4.
Yeah, we still haven't got the results from heat number 3, Bo. That's how tight the racing action was there. But it looks like Itzel Delgado will edge out for Team Peru and move on to that final here today. So we'll wait for the officials to sort things out here, but that was fast and furious race in action there in this 200-meter sprint. And unofficially so far, who do we got moving on to the finals, Bo?
Well, let's take a look at the women's results from heat number 1. These are all unofficial results from our eyeballs. Now, we'll have to wait for Marcos and Barry Tester to give us the official, but it looked like Jade Hauser, Annie Rickard advanced on in from heat number 1 into the final. Heat number 2, it looked like our Brazilian and South African advanced on. Eileen Adeskaya and Jacqueline Lecourt in heat number 3. Adamine Chizot from France and Erica Benitez, and looks like heat number 4, Monica Notar, and we're not quite sure who got second place in that 4th and final heat for the women. And for the men, wow, that first heat, it was an all-star studded heat. The top gold and silver medalist in that heat from last year, and one of them was eliminated. And it was Arthur from Brazil and Casper advancing 2. And then in heat number 2, it was our Latvian paddler, Arvis, advancing on in with Trevor Tunnington from New Zealand. And heat 3 and heat 4, we're quite not sure, but we believe Claudio Nika got through, but it's still undetermined whether Daniel Hosula or Arthur Arukin. And heat number 4, it looks like Lincoln Dews and maybe Itzel Delgado, but we are just not sure about the final results of
That's why the judges get paid the big bucks, Bo.
Yeah.
That's why they get paid the big bucks. We're going to go down dockside right now with an interview for more of our athletes.
We're down here with 18-year-old Itzel Delgado from Peru, second place in heat number 4. We've got his mom, we've got his brother right behind us. Itzel, you just made the final with 7 other top paddlers in the world. How does it feel?
Yeah, I'm really stoked. It was a really tough heat. I qualified with Lincoln.
So you've been competing in the ISA SUP and Paddleboard World Championships for 4 years. What does it mean to make a final? And tell us about your journey. You've started competing when you were 14 years old at this event. What does it mean to you to be a part of this event?
Yeah, so I started really young. I started at 14 in Nicaragua. And it's like really amazing to make a final right now that I'm 18 here in Denmark. So happy to be here. I've been training in California with the Infinity Crew, with Anthony, with everybody, Candice, and really happy, really proud. And thanks to everybody that make this journey for me possible, to Marca Peru and all my fans in Facebook, Instagram, everybody. Thank you very much. Follow me.
Well said, Itzel. And And we're here with Itzel Delgado's mother. You've been letting him travel the world, compete in Europe, compete in Oregon, all over the United States. What does it mean for you, for Itzel, to make the final in the sprint racing at the ISA SUP and Paddleboard World Championships?
I am very proud of my son. I've been seeing him training so hard. A lot of the times he's training alone because in Peru, and working hard because it is not so easy like for other people that are training with different mates. He does it by himself. He goes early in the morning, take his board, and by himself fighting for winning his last day's time. I'm so proud. He's following a very good training program, and he's getting support from people that are around the world. Thank you, everybody that are cheering from Itzel, and we will make him making more and more best positions and getting medals because he's only 18. Watch him.
So, would you like to say something in Spanish to all your friends back home?
Yeah. Saludo para todos los peruanos. ¡Arriba Perú! Estamos aquí, equipo pequeño pero lleno de fuerza, con mucho amor, con muchas garras. Y van a ver más peruanos en las siguientes competencias.
Arriba Perú! Back out to you guys.
Oh, man. What
Itzel,
exciting.
at 18 years of age, he's been competing at the ISA. This is his third ISA championships.
I mean, this kid's phenomenal. Like he said, Anthony, great interview there. And, Team Peru is known for kicking out young athletes. They got one of the youngest athletes competing here. We're going to see her coming up later on, Marina Loisa, one of the youngest competitors here, just 12 years of age, Bo. So they're known for putting some young athletes here at the ISAs. Also his mother. I mean, how would you like to have your mother as your coach? You're never getting, she's coaching you at the dinner table.
She's always coaching.
Exactly. I mean.
Until he gets married.
Well, then things kind of change, but I think he's got some time there. He's got a lot of gold medals here to win at the ISA, and we're going to see him coming up in the finals. But there's your boat down there, Bo. That was Bo's taxi cab, that 75-foot yacht.
I still have a dream. I still have a dream. No, that is the royal yacht over at the Royal Palace, and we say aloha to the princess over there.
Yeah, we want to say hello to Queen Margaret and thank everybody for tuning in and watching us here at the 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships. And so it brings up a good point. Don't forget to follow us on all of our Instagrams, Twitters at ISA Surfing. Don't follow us at isaworlds.com for all the updated information as we go on to cold Hawaii for the surfing. Let's take a look at some of the events over the course here as we take a look at some of the highlights of the weekend.
Well, this was earlier in the men's sprints.
There's Arthur Arukin at the bottom of your screen there, Bo. And this was one of the tightest races of the day.
Now watch this finish as we get across the finish line. This is one of the photo finishes coming in.
You see Arukin and everybody, Hasulo, everybody battling it out right till the final end there. You see the two poles right at the center of your screen, and the camera goes off. And it was almost too close to call. I don't even think we got an answer yet. I think they're having to look
Arthur,
over and over.
Daniel, still don't know. And here's one of the other earlier races that we saw too.
Yeah, this I believe is heat number 2. You saw all the athletes with a very, very good start there. One of our athletes goes down these sprints very, very fast and furious. So one little mistake cost you the entire race, and you saw it there, that athlete falling. And I believe that's Tunnington going to move on to the finals there as they come across the finish line. 200 meters seems like such a long ways, but it's such a short period of time. Most of these heats were under 2 minutes, or sorry, under 1 minute in duration there. So
So Lincoln Dews taking out that last heat. That was the replay for heat number 4, heat number 3, 4. Close call. We're going to let Marcos and the boys ferret out all the details of the photo finish. So coming up, we have at 11:50 this morning, the women's final. Coming up at just about 10 minutes afternoon, and we're going to go live on Danish TV for the men's sprint final. So we're going to sign off right now. We'd like to thank our great sponsors for making all this possible.
Yeah, some great sponsors making this 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship possible. The organizing committee, together with Sport Event Denmark and the wonderful Copenhagen, presents this World Championship in partnership with multiple how do I even say that word, Bo?
municipality.
Thank you, of Copenhagen, and thirsted by the following sponsors. We have Min Atan, the balcony manufacturer here in Denmark. We have Phi iPod, our media partners. We have a whole list of them to cover as we take a look at the Danish flag flying here in beautiful Copenhagen as today, day 2, the 200-meter sprints. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss out. Be sure to follow us at isaworlds.com. Here, like Bo said, coming up, the finals, men and women.
11:50 for the women and 12:10 for the men. So we bid you aloha for right now, and we'll join you for the last 2 finals, and then don't forget the closing ceremonies for yesterday's races and today's races with the medals to be awarded.
You got it. You're watching the 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships. We'll see you in about an hour.
Jeg forlod Thy for at opleve verden. Dengang drømte jeg om et liv med sus. Men da vi begyndte at tale om at flytte tilbage, kom alle spørgsmål. Kan vi få opfyldt vores drømme, hvis vi flytter tilbage? Kan vi finde arbejde? Og hvad med vores børn? Min kone og jeg lavede sådan en liste med plusser og minuser. For og imod.
Der er kun én til at forme mit liv. Og det er mig selv. Det er op til os selv at forforme livet, så det passer ind i vores program.
Bare fordi man flytter tilbage, stopper man jo ikke med at leve og udvikle sig.
Vi flyttede tilbage for at komme tættere på vores netværk og på familien. Jeg ville gerne undervise og arbejde med børn og unge mennesker. Og det er fantastisk at have et arbejde, hvor man bruger sig selv fuldt ud. Hvor man giver noget og samtidig får så meget tilbage. Og jeg er jo med til at påvirke deres hverdag, deres liv.
Når det virkelig brænder på, så er man det for hinanden. Og man bakker hinanden op. Det er det, der kendetegner folk her.
Så mens minussiden på vores liste stadig var halvtom, blev plussiden hurtigt fyldt op.
Jeg har mit arbejde, hvor jeg bor. Her kan jeg lave det, jeg brænder for.
Man har altid naturen lige uden for døren. Og her kan jeg både have 3 børn, et fuldtidsarbejde og samtidig dyrke min sport på eliteplan.
Det betyder alt.
Så i virkeligheden er det kun dig selv, der står i vejen for alle dine drømme. Hvad end du søger, så er det der. Så hvis man vil noget, så er alle mulighederne lige her. Lige foran dig. Jeg forlod Thy for at opleve verden. Nu er vi hjemme igen, og ringen er sluttet. Jeg har fået så meget med på vejen. Nu er det tid til selv at give noget af alt det tilbage.
action.
and a light northeast wind coming in at about 6K right now. And we are getting ready for our first of two finals. It'll be the women's sprint final up first. And let's confirm our contestants in both finals.
Yeah, please do, Bo, because there's a lot of confusion at the end there. The racing was so tight, they actually had to go to the video footage numerous different times and look at it because that's how tight it was. He actually had a bad camera angle on, and Team Japan was able to edge out Team Mexico to get in for the women's final. So
amazing.
All at the end there, Bo.
So you can see on screen right now, we've got our women's 8 finalists. They elevated themselves in the first round. We had the heats with top 2 advancing for both men and women. This is fast and furious racing, the sprints. And so the ladies are getting ready for a final, the men's final coming up at 12:10.
12:10 is the start there. Taking a look at the course. There it is, just 200 meters. The buoys are set. Kelly French did a good job of setting those buoys here today. The far side of the venue on their butts. Barrett Tester will bring them to their feet and then start them immediately, and they will charge 200 meters down this amazing scenic venue here in Copenhagen, Denmark. Drew with you at Bo Hodge to my right, calling it live for you. We got Anthony down on the docks with Ann. They'll be catching up with all the athlete interviews in this exciting 200-meter sprint. We got some amazing SUP champions out on the water here in this sprint, Bo. A couple of them to talk about right there on your list.
Yeah, teams. Both Brazil and France had their male and female into the final, and that's going to be huge for the team rankings.
Team France looking absolutely fantastic. Also, a big move there by Team USA, Jade Housen. I know they're very excited about that. The young 15-year-old from Team USA trying to get some valuable points for her team as well. This women's final, though, holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen, stand back and hold on to your underwear. Because if you thought the first 4 heats were great, this is it. This is for the medals. The medals are staged for the award ceremonies. We got golds, silvers, and bronzes all laying out all over the table.
So half the competitors in both.
And you see the lineup there. Jade Housen from Team USA, Annie Rickert from Team Hawaii, Aline Adinska from Brazil, Jacqueline Lacourte from South Africa, Amadine Chazot from France, Yuka Sato, the one we were unsure of, from Japan, Canada. So ladies and gentlemen, there are your top 8 moving on to the medal round here today.
Into this final.
That's right. And as soon as we get the thumbs up from Barrett Tester, our race director, we will call them in their seated order to that start-finish line and get that baby started here today. But Bo, I think everybody is France. Ladies and gentlemen, Amadine Chazot. With second lane choice from Team USA, Jade Housen. With fourth lane choice from Team Japan, Yuka Sato. Aline Adinska. With sixth lane position from Hawaii, Annie Rickert. With seventh lane position from Team South Africa, Jacqueline Lacourte. And rounding out the field from the fastest times in their previous qualifying heats. As we take a look, there are the names on the screen there. I think the one that was very, very exciting for a lot of people watching was Team USA. Jade Housen qualifying second overall with an amazing time there, Bo Hodge. Great, great performance by Team USA, coming in with just a very fast time. All of them are on your screen in the boat. He's calling all the action out there, getting these starts. Remember, first false start goes to the field. Second one constitutes a disqualification. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Bo, I don't know about you, but I got a little chicken skin going on. This is going to be a good one.
Well, this is going to be over in just about a minute, so they're backing up our competitors right now. Last-minute instructions being given to these 8 finalists. Half of them will be on the podium with a medal and valuable points for their teams.
So Barrett Tester's got it going on. He's going to be calling all the action. We're going to go down to him live here in just in order there, and there it is. There, our lane choices have been decided. The athletes get to pick whatever lane they're in, and just some notable names here, like we mentioned, a couple there from Team USA. Your top seed, I think, Amadine Chazot from France. That was one that I think really got everybody excited. She was in heat number 3 early on. Barrett Tester for the live start of this 200-meter final here. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Everybody's starting to line up their boat. You see those boards all moving into position.
Seeing some boat weight coming in. Maybe they're waiting, Barrett's waiting for this boat weight to move through to the lineup, and then he'll start the ladies.
And you see Amadine there, the bottom of your screen. Jade Housen just above her. You got Mansa just on third position there. Annie Rakert on the yellow Nash. USA Jade Housen with a early hole shot, charging out to a half a board length. Amadine trying to catch her on the bottom. Annie Rakert down in third. Bo, this is what we expected.
Well, the inside position has been wise so far this morning.
It's all about that hole shot start. There it is. Housen hard on the right-hand stroke now. On the lower end, that's, I believe, we got broke away from it 23 seconds into this race, this 200-meter medal round here at the 2017 ISA. Mansa Notar now in second position. Now is between Amadine Chazul and Mansa Notar. Notar on the right. Amadine now falling back, and Housen now making a big move. Housen going to try to edge out the Frenchman, the Frenchwoman now, and there it is. There is your gold medalist, unofficially Mansa Notar, and it looks like it'll be Amadine Chazul and Jade Housen from Team USA taking third place.
What a race, what a battle. She had to come back from the back to win gold.
Oh man, and she is excited for her home country of Slovenia. Men's World SUP and Paddleboard Championships. There's the Slovenian flag. Her parents traveled with her all the way here. Last year she was the only competitor in Fiji. This year she brings some team members and they're all there cheering.
World Championship in the sprint. How does it feel to represent your country and win gold?
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's incredible. Coming from Slovenia, we only have lakes and not a lot of seaside, and I mean, it's not really a water sport country. So I mean, it's amazing. Thank you to my parents, especially my dad, he's my coach, and my mom, the biggest support. So yeah, hi boyfriend watching at home, and my grandparents. I mean, I also got that positive energy this year from my granddad. And yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, I just can't believe it.
So about 5 meters from the finish line, you look to your left, you look to your right, you didn't see anyone. I saw you with a huge smile. You knew you had won it. What sort of emotions are going through you right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. I'm training all the time alone at home with my GPS watch, and I had pretty good times, but I didn't know it was that good. So yeah, it was just amazing. All the girls pushed. It was really cool.
And lastly, something in your native tongue to send to your family back home and all your friends watching.
Živo vabi dedi Martin Matija. Ja, res sem vesela, da me podpirate, tako da ja, hvala vsem. Lepo se imejte, pa se vidimo kmalu.
Mansa Notar, your 2017 gold medalist in the sprint races here in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Well, to try to get the silver medalist over here. You can see the flags in the water. These ladies are beaming, Drew.
Oh my gosh, Bo, it was everything as expected. You know, we ran the distance yesterday. There were some exciting movements there in the distance, but there's something about a race under 1 minute in time. And we'll have to get the official time on that because that heat was absolutely blazing. I mean, there was flames blowing off the back of those boards there, Bo.
I mean, we had, I believe, 5 different leaders in that race. It kept changing.
But you saw it was all about the start. 100 meters into it, 120 meters into it.
We're just about 5 minutes away from the men's final. 5 minutes away from the men's final. There's your top 3 on screen. Still no confirmation of our copper medal winner.
And that's going to be, you know, that's how close this racing is, Bo. I mean, that's how tight it is. That's why we got 16 different camera angles here. Everybody's capturing a different angle, and we saw that in the previous heats. But we'll make sure to get it all accurate. We have the unofficial results right now as all the flags are flying. And the cool thing about coming up for the men's final is it's going to be aired on Danish TV, TV2.
That'll be live coming up in just about 4.5 minutes.
But oh boy, you see the conditions that we're dealing with, those boats bobbing around out here. Absolutely, we talked about it all weekend. There is a shot of the Opera House here in Denmark, Copenhagen, the capital. And boy, oh boy, we've got to experience a little bit of Copenhagen, haven't we? Or has Copenhagen experienced us? That's the question.
All the above.
Yeah. Coming up in the men's final, 8 of the fastest athletes in 200 meters, including your top qualifier. That is the Latvian, Arvis Ilģins, who qualified first, Bo. What was his time on there?
Let's go down and check in with our runner-up, the silver medalist now. Take it away.
We're down here with our silver medalist. Yesterday, you were 5th place in the distance race. Today, 2nd place in the sprints. What does that mean for your country to earn a 2nd place medal, silver medal here today in the sprints?
Yeah, I think all my country, all my team are very happy. I'm very proud. And yeah, for now, Team France is having a very good start for this World Cup. Paddle very, very hard to go at the top, and it was very difficult. Mansa was really speed. I had already had a battle against her at the Lost Mills, so I knew that she would be very strong. And Jade from USA is also a very strong and very young paddler, so we have to be scary for the future.
Awesome. There's Amadine Chazot, silver medal winner here today in the sprint racing. Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, AV. A very, very happy French woman.
And let's check out who is in this final.
Yeah, this men's final coming up here is going to be super exciting. There is the list of the men's 200-meter sprint final right there. And Marco's our head judge. As soon as we get the official call from him, we'll bring him up to the line and start this baby. And like we said before, this could be aired on defend that gold medal. Slater Trout out in the first heat. Kenny Kaneko out. Arthur Arukin is in this final. He got the copper medal last year. So 2 athletes returning from last year here in this men's final. There is Arthur Arukin and Casper Steinfeld. I think a lot of people right now are rooting for the home team here, Bo, but I'll tell you, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to ISAWorlds.com, catching all the action live. And I just got the word, we are ready to go, as there it is, Casper Steinfeld from Denmark, right here. Cold Hawaii will be moving to his location here tomorrow to start the SUP surfing area, but there he is, a nice shot of him, air at a time. And the top qualifier, like I mentioned before, qualifying first, was Arvis Ilģins from Latvia. With second lane choice from Brazil, Arthur Santacruz. Qualifying 5th with 5th lane choice, the Italian Claudio Nica. Qualifying 6th from France, Arthur Arutkin. Qualifying 7th, the Australian Lincoln Delgado. And there's a nice shot at Etzel Delgado moving up. He'll be starting from like the middle of the pack there. So a lot of strategy being played here, Bo Hodge. We got Drew Murin and Bo Hodge calling it live for you here. The 200-meter men's final. Getting ready to get underway. Barrett Tester, our race official. You got the call. Here we go, Bo Hodge. And it looks like Kelly French is going to take one more pass there, Bo, with the official boat, just to make sure everybody's in position. You can't have anybody edging out anybody else. We saw how crucial that start is.
Oh, it's a game changer. Right now, you got to be in position. You have to be ready.
And there's a shot of Casper Steinfeld from Denmark, from Cold Hawaii. Last year's gold medal field.
Looks like our Latvian is on the top of the screen next to Casper.
Interesting lane choice there by Latvia. So Team Denmark trying to take hope another gold here, as we're going to have one more swipe here by our official boat. As we take a look at the field, Claudio is edging out a lot of top athletes in heat number 1, taking out one of the SUP world champions. So very impressive, very, very impressive.
They're off.
And a nice clean start there for the top of the field. And look at this, I believe that's Tunnington on the bottom of the screen, charging out to an early half-board lead. Casper Steinfeld from Denmark trying to make a move now, tied up. There's him on your left, the Latvian on the top of your screen. That's looking good for Team Denmark, taking home another goal. You see Casper with that split stance right there, very unique.
He has now just made a paddle switch onto the right side. Trevor Tunnington on the bottom, battling for second.
It's going to come down to this silver medal right now. Can Casper Steinfeld hold him out? A half a board length lead over the rest of the field. Denmark Denmark this year. So many moving parts. He got it here. He said, I've been training for this for the last year. He goes, I've been waiting for this moment my entire life, and now on TV in his home country of Copenhagen, he's taking home the gold medal.
He's got to make room for more gold. He has 3 SUP technical gold medals. Won the inaugural sprint in Fiji last year, and officially this year, the 2017.
Definitely one of the favorites to take home that gold, like you say there, Bo.
We need all women finalists, all men finalists, medal winners to be available for the award ceremony coming up right after this race.
Information, start times, and more as we take on the technical racing and SUP surfing portion of this program. Congratulations to all of you, and we'll see you in a couple of days. It's Drew Buren. And I'm told we're going to have an interview with the new gold medal, or the defending gold medalist here in just a couple of moments. So we're actually going to stay live, see if we can grab Casper and talk to him about that final there, because I know he was a little nervous going into that one after his first heat. He had to really make up some great interview or two from the champion himself right there, Casper Steinfeld, who's pulling up dockside right now to talk over that amazing interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2017 ISA Stand-Up Paddle Sprint World Champion. Casper, how does it feel to win this race in front of your home crowd in Copenhagen?
I've said it before, but this is the biggest moment in my life. In front of all these people, I love them all. Copenhagen is fantastic, and I'm having a hard time just standing up because I don't feel this is real. This is crazy.
How did getting through that first heat, eliminating Connor and Slater, giving you that one extra chance to win that final, play in your mental coming into that race?
Oh, I was dead after the first heat. Honestly, it was like a final in itself, like Slater Trout and Connor Baxter. They're 2 of the fastest sprinters in the world. And then Arthur from Brazil that came out of nowhere. The world knows him. It makes the moment even more special.
You didn't race yesterday. You wanted to give it all into the sprint. That was a great decision.
I think I'm happy I made that decision, but I have so much respect for all the athletes that did compete yesterday and decided to do the sprints. They're madmen, and I salute them, but I'm happy my game plan worked.
I guess this is the time you're going to give some love to all the Danish people here watching and all around Denmark and in Copenhagen. Amazing event here in the port of the harbor of Copenhagen.
Absolutely amazing. The people that made this event happen are superhumans. The whole team from Friends of Cold Hawaii, Sport Event Denmark, wonderful Copenhagen, and the Danish Surf and Rafting Federation, and more if I forgot them, but they're all... Woo! Aloha!
And thank you, Ann Flora. There is one excited gold medalist there, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Casper Steinfeld, your gold medalist. They've again from New Zealand, taking second. He'll take the silver. Arthur Santa Cruz from Brazil officially taking the bronze, and the copper medal going to Team Australia, Lincoln Dew. So there it is, your medalist in this 200-meter sprint here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to ISAWorlds.com, and be sure to stick with us here as we have the award ceremony coming up for both the SUP distance and the sprints here from Copenhagen. So don't go anywhere. Keep it tuned right here to ISAWorlds.com. You're watching the 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships live from Copenhagen. And there he is, your champion, once again, from Denmark, Casper Steinfeld.
Gentlemen, what do you think about that 200-meter sprint final? All right, we need all of the finalists from yesterday's SUP distance and today's SUP sprints to come forward. All competitors, the finalists in the SUP distance and SUP sprints, please come forward for our award ceremony. Once again, if we can have all the finalists from the SUP distance and SUP sprints, all those athletes, and paddleboard distance athletes, come fill in this front area. Take a seat on this concrete in the front area, right in front of the podiums, please. So all finalists, the SUP distance, prone distance, and SUP sprints, please fill in the front area of this podium area for our award ceremony. Thank you. That's 2 people. We need the other 75. And as soon as the finalists take their seat in front of this podium area, we're going to start the award ceremonies. for the past 2 days' festivities. Once again, all finalists from all countries, please take a seat in this front area right here so we can begin our award ceremony. SUP distance racers, prone distance racers, and SUP sprint finalists. You can enter through this lower area right there. There's the flag flying. You can enter in that area. Come inside here, take a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Just come down the back sides to the blue carpet. Come in. We need to fill in all the athletes in this front area. Once again, competitors, we're still waiting for a lot of competitors. We need you guys up front here, please. You can enter through this lower area on the blue carpet. Come forward, please. Come forward, please. Okay. Monsa Notar, please report to the podium area. Monsa Notar, please report to the podium area. Thank you. Still looking for our top 4 finishers in yesterday's SUP and prone distance. And our top 4 finishers in today's SUP sprints, we need you to fill in this front area in front of the podiums, please. If you could please let them get through, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Once again, paging Monsa Notar. Monsa Notar, please report to the podium area immediately. Sunny Hanschid. Sunny Hanschid, please report to the podium area immediately. Sunny Hanschid from Team Germany. Hanschid, my apologies. Sunny Hanschid, please report to the podium area. Thank you. Still looking for competitor Sunny Hanschid. Sunny Hanschid, please report to the front of the podium area. Sunny Hanschid, please report to the front of the podium area. Thank you.
Still looking for Sonny Hunshide? Sonny, please check in, thank you. We are moments away from a start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremonies for our first 2 days of competition. All the countries and athletes present have given their best effort, and it is with great pleasure that the ISA welcomes everyone to the official medal ceremony for the 2017 ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships here in Copenhagen. We would like to welcome and introduce the following dignitaries on the stage today. The ISA President, Mr. Fernando Aguirre. Carl Christian Evensen, Mayor of the Culture and Sport City of Copenhagen. Michael Gatton, Member of the Culture and Sport Council, City of Copenhagen. Lee Kjellgaard Jensen, Mayor of Tistel Municipality. Jakob Ferk, President, Danish Surfing and Rafting Federation. And now, it is my privilege to present to you the ISA President, Fernando Aguirre, who will say a few words on behalf of the ISA.
Hello, Copenhagen! Again, very unimpressive. Hello! That's so much better. What a day, what a morning, what a couple days we have here in Denmark. It's amazing. It's the first time we come to Europe with the World SUP Championship. The first time we come to Denmark with an ISA event. The first time we have equal slots for women and men on an ISA World Championship. The first time that Danish lady wins a medal. And the first time, I couldn't say that it's the first time that a Danish wins a medal because Kasper's have won many, but it's the first time he wins a medal at home. That's gotta be special. Thank you to everybody that has been with us all these days. This is a little bit of a bittersweet moment because we have such a great time in this beautiful city, riding the bicycles, walking the streets, and enjoying the culture. But tonight we wrap up this part and we're gonna go to cold Hawaii to experience the countryside, the remote, beautiful area of northwest Denmark. So thank you to the athletes, thank you of course, and congratulations to all the medalists, but to all the participants. And before we go to the medals, I have a couple things that I need to do. Bob, may I have this is a special award for the mayor of Copenhagen, Mr. Evensen. So it's a little bit of it's more surfing for you so you don't forget about us over here. So every time you enter your office, you remember the ISA and the 42 nations that came to visit you. And this time over here. Yes. Don't go. We got something else. Like good visitors, you need to bring presents. So we bring something special, and we leave what for us is the most important. Symbol of the ISA, symbol of the unity of the world in peace through the sport. In this case, the sports of SUP, racing, surfing, and paddleboard. And this is the sands of the world, the box that you see there, with the layers of sand from all over the world. This stays here in Copenhagen to honor and to remember forever this first encounter of us and you. So here is a certificate for the city of Copenhagen and cold Hawaii. for the box, so it's a real deal. It's not a fake box. Yes, yes. I want to say a couple words.
Thank you so much, all. It has been such a pleasure for me as Mayor of Culture and Leisure, but also on behalf of the Copenhagen City, to have you all here, to have this amazing event. I am so proud that all you guys have managed to fix all this, and congratulations to Kasper for the last race here. That was really good going. And for all the other athletes, congratulations for doing such a great event here. Thank you.
Thank you, and now with the real deal, what really matters, the medal ceremony.
Thank you, ISA President, Mr. Aguirre. Next, please welcome the finalists of the women's 200-meter sprint race. The Women's 200-meter Sprint Race Awards to be presented by ISA President Fernando Aguirre. Copper medal winner, representing Japan, Yuka Sato. Bronze medalist, representing the United States of America, Jade Howson. Silver medalist, representing France, Amadine Chosel. Gold medalist, representing Slovenia, Matka Notar. Now the Thank you to all of our finalists of the women's 200-meter sprint race. Next, let's all welcome the finalists of the men's 200 copper medalist, representing Australia, Lincoln Dews. Bronze medalist, representing Brazil, Artur Santagril. Silver medalist, representing New Zealand, Trevor Tunnington. Gold medalist, representing Denmark, Kasper Steinfeld. Now the national anthem of Denmark. Thank you. The women's paddleboard long distance medals are presented by Carl Christian Espen, the Mayor of Culture of the City of Copenhagen. Copper medalist representing France, Flora Monsiet. Silver medalist representing New Zealand, Jessica Miller. Gold medalist representing Australia, Jordan Mercer. Now the national anthem of Australia. Thank you to all the finalists of the women's paddleboard long distance. Next, let's all welcome the finalists of the men's paddleboard long distance. The men's paddleboard long distance medals are presented by Leen Kilgo Jensen, Mayor of Tiston Municipality. Copper medalist representing England, Jack Coop. Bronze medalist representing the United States of America, Bart Shade. Silver medalist representing New Zealand, Sam Shergold. Gold medalist representing Australia, Lachy Lansdowne. Now the national anthem of Australia. Thank you to all of our finalists in the men's paddleboard long distance race. Next, please welcome the finalists of the women's SUP long distance race. The women's SUP long distance medals will be presented by Michael Gatton, member of the Culture and Sport Council, City of Copenhagen. Copper medalist, representing the United States of America, Fiona Weil. Bronze medalist, representing France, Olivia Piatti. Silver medalist, representing Germany, Sonny Honscheid. Gold medalist, representing New Zealand, Annabelle Anderson. Now the national anthem of New Zealand. Thank you to our finalists of the women's SUP long distance. Next, let's all welcome the finalists of the men's SUP long distance race. The men's SUP long distance medals are presented by ISA President Fernando Aguirre. Copper medalist, representing Hungary, Daniel Hasuya. Bronze medalist, representing France, Titouan Puyol. Silver medalist, representing Hawaii, Connor Baxter. Gold medalist, representing Hungary, Bruno Hasuya. Now the national anthem of Hungary. Thank you to all finalists of the men's SUP long distance race. Congratulations to all the competitors that competed here in Copenhagen over the past 2 days. The rest of the divisions will be concluded at cold Hawaii, Denmark on the coast. From September 5th through the 10th, join us as we crown the new ISA World Team Champion in cold Hawaii on September 10th. Thank you for attending.